Thank you, Asaph. Moonlight Sonata?
Yeah, it's the intro to the Moonlight Sonata.
Thanks, Asaph. That was beautiful. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ranf.
And we have a great show for you today. Yeah, we've got a bunch of new programming. We've got events. We have a little video from the Day of the Dead yesterday, as yesterday was the Day of the Dead. We have a guest today. Mitch Everts is on our show once again to talk about the People's Bill, because there have been some new revelations with that.
Big deal going on there. He's going to talk a little bit about that a little later. It's big. It's pretty big.
Pretty big. Election day is tomorrow, so we're going to harp on that. Everyone, you should get out there and vote.
Yep, it's not too late.
Local issues are more important to us. They affect us more than national ones, you know. So get out there, go vote. Yeah, but if you take a look at our webcam,
you can see it looks pretty nice outside.
Pretty nice. It's daylight savings time, so
it's going to get brighter earlier for sure, but it get darker earlier as well.
Darker later, earlier. Yeah, not later. Yeah.
Darker earlier?
No. Yeah, darker earlier, not later. Yeah.
So anyways, there's a 30% chance of rain and snow today. So if you're expecting that the nice day that you saw on our 15 frame per second webcam, expect that there could be a chance of rain and snow tonight. Also, Tuesday, higher chance of rain. And by Thursday, it's going to start clearing up. And then Thursday night, it's going to rain Friday. There's just a whole bunch of scattered rain showers throughout the week. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild week, everyone. So stay indoors. But
I want to harp on the Mountain Sentinel race. There was a race up Mountain Sentinel not too long ago, and I have a little video courtesy of our very own Ron Scholl, and that I spiced up a little. So check this out. That's pretty much it.
Ron.
Yeah, and he's the guy who provides the programming for our MIGs. He gives me a flash drive full of a little taste of what we can expect for the next week and expect for the next 2 days of new programming here on MCAT. I mean, I want to talk a little bit about it. There's a part 3 of the Wilderness Bill. There's the highlight show, so it's all the best songs, all the best stuff, most entertaining songs from the city bands. So city bands highlights are on tonight as well, followed by the Wilderness Conference. And then tomorrow we have Missoula Family Against Violence. It's their council awards, so they did that not too long ago. And the last thing is Hospice of Missoula, and they're talking about Dia de los Muertos and getting ready for it, which of course it's too late, so but you get a chance to see what they talked about, because Hospice of Missoula is a great organization that provides care to those to help easing your relatives into the next world.
Yeah.
So the Day of the Dead is kind of like their niche for sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. That's a little inappropriate, but still.
All right, here
it's
it is.
Day of the Dead, whatever, yeah. But anyways, here's a little taste of what you guys can expect for tonight, and tomorrow night on MCAT, channel 189.
Set ourselves apart, don't we, by consciously setting apart these areas for others. And I don't think that's ever been done before on Earth by any other species. We want an Earth that's part culture, part wild nature.
Every day, 3 women lose their lives in this country as a result of domestic violence, and there are millions more who live in daily, silent fear within their homes. However, there is hope in the knowledge that there are passionate, caring people addressing relationship violence, whether they are helping survivors or working on prevention efforts. Relationship violence is a community issue, and it is only by working together that we can make strides in ending this violence.
So sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but take, some aspect of that to make your own. And that's the other cool thing I think about this festival. And then Zach holding these different workshops. So like Nancy, I think, made this shrine at one of the shrine, the first shrine building workshop that we had. And I couldn't believe all the stuff that came out of that workshop.
And
Cool.
that's that. There's a lot of great programming on for the next couple of days. And okay, I don't want to give a little setup for this next clip I'm about to show you. And right after this clip, we're going to bring out Mitch Everts, and he's going to talk about the People's Bill.
Yeah.
But right now, Day of the Dead was yesterday. I filmed the parade, and it's all on YouTube. If you're log on to our MCAT page on Facebook as well, I also posted on our Facebook page, the MCAT Facebook page.
Oh,
You
look
can
at the
see
picture of Scott on the roof.
There's
We're on
me,
the
my
roof.
camera on the roof.
I like how Scott said we, but it was just
It's
him.
just the camera.
It's just him.
And then you can see the whole entire parade here, and I also posted it on our Facebook. Oh, that's my Facebook page.
He
My
posted
bad.
it on Scott's Facebook page.
I also put it
Scott
on my-
Ranf, if you guys all want to add him on Facebook.
And shut up. And there's our Wake Up Missoula page. You like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. All sorts of great stuff. And we have our own Wix page. If you go to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. But pretty much Wake Up Missoula is all over the place. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. All sorts of great stuff. But the Day of the Dead, it was
Yeah.
a nice short 25-minute parade.
Nice.
Had a whole bunch of stuff.
Not like that homecoming parade, which was almost 2 hours
2
long.
hours. 2 hours. But yeah, you can check out little highlights of what happened for the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos.
Ay, ay, ay.
And here you go. And right after this, we'll bring out Mitch Everts. So stay tuned. Back to Wake Up Missoula. We have Mitch Everts here. So, Mitch, you have some great news about what's happening with the People's Bill.
Yeah. So John Tester, John Lewis, and Amanda Curtis are announcing today that they're going to co-sponsor the bill, and we got the support of the governor's office
Nice. That's awesome.
Great.
And when did you find this out?
yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay.
So
Great.
tell us about all the contacts have been emailing you back and what's been going on.
Yeah, we've been in touch with basically everybody from the White House and top news networks and quite a few different senators and congressmen, and the reception overall has been fairly positive.
Great.
So we have some interesting numbers. We've had bipartisan economists look at the bill, and we think that if 10% of the population who would not have otherwise gone to school will do so through this program because the repayment of their loans is contingent on their employment and relative to their salary. That the program has to be coupled with proper advertising. But over the course of 20 years, we think that 10% of the population will go through the program and raise their salaries to the average of those with degrees. And if that occurs, there's going to be an additional $44 trillion in income tax revenues over 30 years.
Wow.
So it's about $1.5 trillion per year, increasing the yearly budget by 50%.
Wow. So that's going to be big.
It could be. It could be. So.
So you have Amanda Curtis, you have John Tester back in it. Who else is also looking into it as well?
Well, one disappointing thing that we've seen is that Steve Daines and Ryan Zinke, their own staff, has personally contacted me and emailed me, and they support the bill and would utilize it. But Steve Daines and Ryan Zinke have refused to endorse it.
Oh, I wonder why. That's so weird.
It surprises me. It's not a partisan issue, and we polled 800 identified Republican students, and 753 of them will utilize this option.
Yeah, it's for everyone. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you're just trying to help students pay back their loans quicker. You know, it's not any political debate. It's not about any side. It's about helping students and people go back to school.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what certain trends do you see going on in the future for this bill?
So why we think it's going to pass is that the banking lobby is probably going to really like it because it lowers default rates significantly. There's a lot of reasons for banks to like it. And if the banking lobby supports it, then the Republicans are going to have to support it. And I expect it to be unanimous on the left.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Great.
Where can people, so a little background of the People's Bill. When people ask you, what is the People's Bill?
Sure.
What would you like to, could you explain it to
Yeah,
them?
it's an option for an individual to pay off their personal student loans through an additional 3 to 10% of income withholding, like a payroll deduction. And students like it because it's relative to their individual salary. And the most appealing thing for most students is that it's just automated. It's out of sight, out of mind, taken out of your paycheck every month. And right now, currently, students are defaulting at 13.7% on average, and this would lower it by almost 10%, the unemployment rate of college graduates. So it's kind of a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Yeah, that's great. Where can people find more information about this?
yeah, they can go to thepeoplesbill.com or follow us on Twitter at thepeoplesbill.
Great.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I really appreciate you having me again, and you guys have been awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, as you know, tomorrow is the
Election day.
of
Yeah.
elections. So you guys have to go out and vote. And, you know, I have some absentee voter, I have a PSA about absentee voters, so you can go check it out, and also for late registration as well soon after that. All right, so we'll be right back with Noelle and events.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thank you.
Are you going to be able to vote on Election Day? I know I'm not, but that's why we have absentee voting. There are a couple of different ways to register absentee. The first is to pick up an application, or you can download one online. If you download an application, be sure to sign it and then email or fax the application back to the elections office. After the close of registration, be sure to visit us at the Missoula County Fairgrounds to receive your absentee ballot. You can now track your absentee ballot online. Check out MissoulaVotes.com after you send in your absentee ballot to track it. If you're a college student or you're going to be out of town during the election, put an alternative address on your absentee registration and we'll send you your ballot to that address. Don't let life get in the way of voting. Vote absentee today.
All right, there
All right,
we go.
you guys, we are back. Well, that was exciting. The People's Bill, I feel like if it really gets picked up, it could make a lot of difference. So we'll see. We'll keep everyone posted. But in the meantime, I've got some events for you all. So at Karis Park at 10 a.m. is the Missoula Mandala Project. As everyone knows, well, as like I told you guys last week, the Missoula Mandala Project was like this creative sawdust product in Karis Park. And so they just like put all this, it was for the Day of the Dead and stuff. So now it's time to sweep away the Mandala Project. You made the mess, now everyone has to clean it up. So all the energy and positive intentions that went into the Mandala Project get swept away today and taken taken to the compost.
Oh, that big big
Yeah.
mandolin that I showed on the parade in the show.
So bring rakes, buckets, shovels, and help sweep away the project. Yeah. Today, 10 a.m. Cares Park. The Rocky Mountain Ballet Theater is having adult ballet class at noon. This is Mondays at noon and then Wednesdays at 7. It's $15 drop-in, or it's a $48 4-week pass. It's just like a musical workout. All levels are welcome, and check it out if that's interesting to you. Missoula Senior Center has Bridge Group at 1 p.m. today. The Beginners Brush Up Group meets at 1 p.m. on Monday at the center. And then the Advanced Bridge 1 group meets at the center at 1 p.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then they all come together for Party Bridge on Fridays at 1. It's $1.25 fees charged to cover expenses. So, yeah, that sounds like a good time. Kearns Aquatic Center is giving classes to become a professional swim instructor. This is for ages 16 years old. This runs from November 3rd to 19th, Monday and Wednesday from 5 to 9 p.m. In order to be eligible for this course, you have to be 16 years old. You have to be 16 either on or before the final day of class. And you also have to demonstrate skills that meet the level 4 performance criteria during the pre-course session. So the fee is $140. It includes training manual, and participants must also register for and complete a blended learning course, and the materials are provided by the Red Cross prior to the start of the class, and that fee is $39. So if that sounds interesting to you, or if your teenager wants to do it, check that out. The Missoula Public Library is having an Intro to Robotics class. It's at 6 p.m. today. Their Makerspace offers an introduction to remote-controlled robotics. This is taught by Tyler Langford, which is a graduate student and an FCC licensed amateur extra class radio operator. So it's a Monday evening class. It's ongoing, and it runs from 6 to 8 through November 17th. So if you go check that out, you'll be able to construct projects of interest while learning about data, communications, microprocessor programming, power storage devices, and among other things. So you pretty much build a robot, which is sweet.
Yep, it looks like you have to register
you do
beforehand.
Yeah, the class is limited to 6 participants. Those under 13 must be accompanied by an adult. So you can register online at MissoulaPublicLibrary.org or call Missoula Public Library at 721-BOOK. But I'm sure there's still spots. Wouldn't hurt to try. So every Monday from 7 to 9 at Monk's Bar, the Basement Boys perform, followed by others sitting in with a jazz quartet. They have their Jazz Monday from 7 to 9, and it's free. And then singer-songwriter Ryan Bundy, who goes by Rye Bones, is going to be performing at the Red Bird Wine Bar tonight from 7 to 10, and that's free too. And the Badlander has Super Trivia Freakout. It's at 8:30. It's trivia consists of 2 random question rounds, 1 in the news round, a picture round, and a music round. $75 for first prize, $25 for second prize, free shots for third prize, and they just have a really good beer specials. So yeah, that's what's going on today for Monday events. Up next, I've got Tuesday events. Bitterroot Gymnastics at 216 Commerce Street is having their preschool playgroup. It's from 11 a.m. to noon tomorrow. It's from walking to 5 years of age, and it's $8 drop-in or $12 for siblings. And they have obstacle courses, pit games, trampoline time, swinging, sliding, climbing, and playing on gymnastic equipment. Yeah, so that sounds fun. And at the Missoula Public Library tomorrow, they're having their Makerspace open time project development. It's from 1 to 5, and this is for visitors to go and check it out, and if they want to make things in their little space. You can learn how to use some of the equipment or work on a specific project. Makerspace is a place where you can get training, tools, and camaraderie to start turning ideas into physical things. So if you want to make some cool things but don't have any ideas or need some help, you can go to the public library and they'll help you. They have a bunch of different classes for students and teachers alike. And so if you go to MissoulaPublicLibrary.org and click on the tab Services, and then go all the way down to the subcategory Makerspace, you can find out all the information on Makerspace and all the classes and everything that they offer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. They have a lot of really cool things going on there. So if you're bored, go check it out. And at the Top Hat from 6 to 8 p.m. every Tuesday, bluegrass-oriented musicians can go down to the Top Hat and jam with other bluegrass-oriented musicians. It's called the Picking Circle, and it's in the raised area seating right in front of the sound booth. It's from 6 to 8 every Tuesday, and it's free. So Kearns Aquatic Center is having their open kayak sessions for ages 15 and up. This starts tomorrow, Tuesday, from 8 to 10. It begins tomorrow. It goes through, I think it goes for a while. It didn't have a specific date, but it said that kayaking may be suspended during the holiday season, so I can imagine that it's going to go for like the next month or so. So this program will provide pool access to those individuals who want to keep up their paddling skills sharp through the off season. They have private and group kayak instruction available. You can contact Outdoor Recreation Specialist Meg at 552-6271. And the fees, they said they have regular entry rates. And so I can imagine that that's just the regular pool rates, which is like $5 and $7. So you have to bring your own cleaned, it has to be cleaned, kayak, paddle, skirt, and life jacket. So call 721-PARK with questions. The Good Food Store is having a Day of the Dead cooking class. This is going to be put on by Giseldo Velasquez. It's at 6:30 p.m. It costs $35. He's a native of Pueblo, Mexico, and he's going to share how the Day of the Dead is celebrated in his community. And he's also going to demonstrate how to prepare some of the traditional foods left at the altar to feed the spirits of the deceased, which I think this is super cool.
So Day of the Dead is not quite over.
No, not at all. So they have a mashed plantain croquettes, a Veracruz-style tamale, Yucatan pork and chicken tamale, turkey with capers, raisins, and olives, and walnut empanadas with raw sugar. So that sounds awesome. So if you want to go check that out, I highly suggest it. And then at the Missoula Senior Center, every Tuesday from 7 to 8:30 is the African Unity Dance and Drum class. It's with Tarn Ream, and they have live musicians. It's $35 for 4 classes or $10 to drop in. Mm-hmm. And then at the Rocky Mountain School of Photography tomorrow, they're going to have a class, 3-part lecture called Exposing Like a Master with Neil Chaput de Saint-Ange. Is at 7 p.m. So they're going to just talk about exposing. So they're going to talk about simplifying the exposure process based on the subject matter that you're shooting. They're going to talk about exposure modes, meter modes, and exposure composition. And then they're going to talk about the rear button focus and why most professional photographers use this method. And then they're going to talk about depth of field and how to use the depth of field button.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like if you already know, if you're already a photographer, video, like me or like Noelle too. Like it's always good to get another venue of options to look at education, because education is always good to know because it expands your own education as well.
It
I
does.
think this would be cool. Would be interested in going to this.
I think so too. I think it'd be really neat. Yeah. So the University of Montana is having a dance program. It's called Dance Up Close, Program 1. This is at 7:30. It is from November 6th, so it's November 4th, 6th, 8th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets is $9. That's for general, seniors, or students, and it's $6 for required seats students, or if you want floor seats.
So you have the election day off,
Yeah.
Thursday off, or Saturday.
Lots of stuff to do. So it's original works in 2 alternating programs, and it's it's students from the university as well as members in the community, in the Missoula dance community. So there are a lot of collaboration things as well as some solo things. It starts at 7:30 at the University of Montana, and this is program 1, and then program 2 is Wednesday. So I'll talk about that on our next show. But yeah, if you're interested in dance and want to see what's going on with the university students and with the community, check it out. It's the University of Montana at 7:30 tomorrow. And then tomorrow there is a band at the Top Hat. It's called Freeman. There used to be this really cool band called Ween, but
Back
they
in the
broke
90s,
up.
80s and 90s.
Well, they were still going around.
Oh,
They
yeah.
broke up like
Recently.
2 years ago, 3 years ago. 2 years ago, maybe, something like that. Yeah. So the lead singer has a new band, and it's called Freeman, and they're going to be at the Top Hat Lounge tomorrow night. Yeah.
Is it one of the Ween? It's one of the Ween brothers, right?
Yeah, it's Gene Ween.
Is he the fat one or the skinny one?
I think he's the lead singer. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Because there was one that got really, really fat, and they made a song about him being really, really fat, but I can't say on television.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So it's the lead singer of Ween, the former band Ween. His band Freeman is going to be at the Top Hat Lounge tomorrow night, 9 p.m., $16 in advance and $18 a day of the show. So that sounds fun. I want to kind of go check that out.
Cool.
Yeah. But that's what's going on for today and tomorrow. The events. Tomorrow is Election Day.
Yes. And I got a PSA on late registration, and when we come back, we'll talk about the roads.
Oh!
So here you go. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Jessica. Did you know that you can vote before Election Day in Montana? That's right. Come down to the fairgrounds and you can register to vote, pick up a ballot, and even receive an I voted sticker. Here's how it works. You can take the bus, ride your bike, or even walk your dog over to the election center at the fairgrounds. It takes only 5 minutes to get your voter registration and even receive your ballot. It's so easy. If you have a hectic schedule, you can check out MissoulaVotes.com for our extended hours after 5 p.m. and also our Saturday schedule. Can't make it before Election Day? No worries, Montana has same-day voter registration available. Come down to the Election Center at the fairgrounds on Tuesday, November 4th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to fill out some paperwork and get your ballot. Make sure you're in line by 8 p.m. Avoid the lines. Register to vote early.
Yeah, welcome back, and this is the weekly road report. No parks and trails are closed right now.
Oh, thank God.
If you go to Little McCormick Park over there, doing a lot of digging. If you get a chance to see it, just go off Railroad Street and I want to say Alder. Yep. If you go to Slow Street, it's Little McCormick Park over there. They're doing some construction, but that's in terms of parks. But here's some street closures. Cedar Street to Hawthorne. Cedar Street from Hawthorne to Broadway. Paving is complete. Stripping and signing will be completed this week.
Okay, good. So that's going to open soon.
Hillview Way.
Perfect.
From Clearview Way to Alliance Way. Mountain Water is working on a major water main construction project. Most of the work will be on the shoulder of the road. Driver lanes shifted to one side. There will be periodic road closures with detours on 23rd.
Ooh. Rough. Okay,
so
maybe try to take alternative routes for that one.
So Lower Grant Creek Road, intermediate traffic delays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. for construction of bicycle pedestrian trail. Watch for traffic control and flagger crews.
Okay, pay attention over there.
34th and 35th Street intersection, a curb and sidewalk improvement project began October 3rd, and the work should take another two more weeks. So Hilda, Evans to Beverly. So Hilda Street, Evans to Beverly. Mountain Water, again, is replacing existing water main. There will be road closures and detours. This work should take 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then there's West Spruce, Nora to May. Street closure for tree removal from 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on Wednesday, November 5th. So I'll mention this again on November 5th, as West Spruce Street will be closed for removal of trees. Mm-hmm. But be aware, on Wednesday there's going to be some trees being removed on West Spruce. So that's about it for the
road report.
For the road report.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like it's going to affect people too much. It looks like it's just in the off roads, nothing major. But yeah, good thing to know and check out.
Yep. So as per usual, we're going to talk about how you can get involved with Wake Up Missoula. You can email us at MCAT@MCAT.org. You can easily find it by logging on to our website at MCAT.org. You can go to About MCAT, find us on the MCAT staff. You could also call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542-MCAT. You can go to our Facebook page on MCAT. You can message us our Missoula Community Access Television. You can message us on Wake Up Missoula. You can tweet us as well. And it's always good because if you look at our Wix page, you can go to contact us and it'll open a nice little page, name, email, subject, message, and yeah, you can get in contact with us multiple ways. Mm-hmm. Like again, MCAT@MCAT.org and 542-6228 if you want to be on MCAT to represent your organization or an upcoming event you want to talk about. By all means, come on board. But you started the show. You can end the show.
All right, everyone. Well, that is our show for today. I hope you all have a great day. Stay, tune in on Wednesday morning when we will discuss more events and more of the week and things happening around town and everything and reflect on Election Day. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ranf.
And this is Asaph Adonai.